Right. Hey there, guys. So today's tip of the day. Sorry, it was a bit late. I know. It's just that just caught up, uh, getting some time off just to get this video recorded. But today's tip of the day is all about how much should we eat. How much does one really needs to eat. Now, I know a lot of there's a lot of kind of what you can guidelines, and 2000 calories for a man, and well, 2500 for a guy actually, and 2000 for a girl. It's just, to me it's interesting because again, certain things, if you look into the our ancestors, or before that, going back, about 1000 years back, because again, if you look at the how healthy, um, what kind of life they used to lead, and how their lifestyle was, how their well-being was, you realize that they did used to live a much more fuller life, much more, average age was pretty good. I'm pretty sure. When we're talking about 100 or 1000, 1500 years ago, because obviously everything around was fresh. I mean, there was no kind of like processing plants and things like that. But it's also dependent upon, well, were they fit enough to carry on with their jobs? And if you look into it, a lot of just looking into history, you realize that these people used to eat probably one time a day or twice a day. They would have a good breakfast and then work for the whole day, come back and have an evening meal around 6 or 7 o'clock max, and then go to bed at a really reasonable time, and that would be their day done. And I think that's something for us to really look back on and ponder exactly how much is enough for us to kind of sustain ourselves. Again, this is not for people who actually have really active lifestyles, who are looking to put about 300 pounds, pick up 300 pounds in the gym, on a chest press, things like that. This is for people who get on with their lives, like having a healthy lifestyle. And guys, consuming a certain controlled calorie diet in itself is healthy. Think about it. I mean, there's a guy, Ori Hofmeister, and he basically brought out this diet. This is probably about 4, 5, 6 years back, and this was all about, I think his book was named The Spartan Diet. And if you look into this, it's interesting that he spoke about eating one meal a day. Now, apparently, Spartans used to eat just the evening meal, and through the day they'd go through just drinking liquids. Again, water was very readily available. That's what the liquid was. So it's, drinking water through the day, and possibly just picking. So almost like, having a carrot if you're hungry, a cucumber, but that's it. So you can see very light, unprocessed vegetables, and literally then having a big meal at the end of the day that would be consistent of starting off with some fats, proteins, carbs, right? Everything good. So a very, very good meal. So that's one theory. The other theory states that you basically eat twice a day on one day, and then you could basically get away with eating one time a day on the second day. Again, you can see this is all based on how humans in their primal ages used to kind of like exist. And if you go through the same thing, I mean, if you look at the modern lifestyle, there may be more stress, but activity levels are nowhere near as much as those people used to go through. Those people used to travel just kind of like for the sake of it. Like in a day, to get to work, they probably travel about a mile or two and on foot, and then get back home. So there's a lot more active lifestyle, and yet the calories consumed were nowhere near as much as what we do today. And this is the thing about being in this consumer world, and really, really concentrated on having this, that, and the other about these many times a day. I say, let's keep it simple. Even, trying to control, again, having a processed foods, which was a part of my talk yesterday about foods in general, keeping natural, and then trying to see, again, a lot of us are doing desk jobs. Or what if you just kind of like stuck to having 2 meals a day, 2 good meals a day, again, unprocessed, nutrient rich meals, and then see how we feel about it. Yeah, so this is the message I wanted to share with everyone today. It's about how we consume our food that can play a big part in us having a great lifestyle. And really, I mean, again, guys, I go through a practice of fasting 2 to 3 times, well, 2 times generally. I average about 2 times a week, sometimes 3. Um, and this is again, this is a practice, and what I've realized from that is for myself, I can literally eat one meal a day. Again, in the evening, throughout the day, I'll probably snack at dried nuts. Probably in the morning, I'll end up having a bit of porridge or even a couple of eggs. That's it. So you know, just spacing out. And then in the night, I'll have a really good meal, and that's some of the days. And some of the days, yeah, I'll have 3 meals. But that's my point, that, you know, allow your body to dictate because the activity levels as to what you need, instead of getting into a habit of saying, well, you're going to have a breakfast, a really good breakfast, a really good lunch, and a really good meal, whereas your whole day is spent on a desk. However, again, the theory here, guys, is to make sure what you're going to consume is going to be good calories and nutrient rich. Because a lot of people take this as a signal to them staying on the thing, you know, having so many biscuits a day, and then if they don't feel like having a dinner, then they can go through it. That's not what we're talking about. You're going to feel lethargic. You're not going to feel as if you can do the work. You can't concentrate. You can't focus. So this is what I'm going to leave you with here, guys. This is the message I'm leaving you with, that eat healthy. I believe you can really use the ancient wisdom again here, put it to work by having lesser meals a day, okay, but having nutrient-rich meals. Right, guys, I hope this helps. I hope you can make use of this. Have a great evening and take care.